Over to you.
All right, I'd request both my guests to stay on with me. Now, the commander of Iran's Revolutionary Guards has warned the US that the force has its finger on the trigger following widespread protests. The warning comes amid heightened tensions after Trump said a US naval armada was heading towards the Gulf and that Washington is closely monitoring Iran. Iran has been gripped by protests since late December, which activists say were met with a deadly crackdown and a prolonged internet blackout. Iranian authorities have given their first official death toll, saying more than 3,100 people were killed, while rights groups say the actual figure could be significantly higher. Revolutionary Guards Commander General Mohammad Pakpour warned the US and Israel against any missteps, saying Iran's forces are ready to act on orders from Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. Another senior Iranian military official warned that any US attack would make American bases and interests legitimate targets. I want to now go across to Ambassador Gauri Shankar Gupta, former diplomat. Ambassador Gupta, how seriously should we take this finger on the trigger warning from Iran's Revolutionary Guards?
Vaishali, now this is basically, you see, the Iran doesn't have the capability to contain the situation right now. Because I have a feeling that the US will target some of the Revolutionary Guard camps and other camps in Iran after its armada reaches the Gulf. So they are actually scared and they have to issue a warning. They don't have, other means except issuing a warning. Though they will try, they have some missiles and they will try to attack US bases, but US has already emptied most of its staff from those bases, and therefore I don't think they are running a great risk. They must have also put what they call Tomahawk missiles to prevent all those attacks. So under these circumstances, I feel these are basically threats, not backed by capability of Iran. Iran doesn't have the capability to really attack the US bases in a big way, but of course they will create some confusion and they will, fire some missiles on the bases which may hit some targets here and there, but not resulting in much damage. So this is what I feel. But inside Iran, what has happened is that they have actually imposed a sort of martial law. Now the Revolutionary Guards are keeping an eye. They are everywhere, and anybody who comes out on the street is kept under tight control. So I don't know how long that will last. Ultimately, people are fed up with the economic situation, and the economic situation will worsen now because there is no trade with Iran by any country around the world, and they are not able to export any of their oil in these circumstances. So in the coming months, I anticipate far more economic, worsening of the situation in Iran and another agitation which might come up. But for the time being, I think the tension will continue. I don't think there would be a large-scale war, but U.S. may target some of the, Revolutionary Guard places in Iran or maybe some other specific target to contain what you call the massacre of the innocent people who are on the streets.
Right, Ambassador Gupta. I want to now go across to Mr. Arvind Singh Tejawat. Now, Mr. Tejawat, do you think that this is a rhetoric aimed more at Washington or at a domestic audience inside Iran?
Vaishali, I think that because of the multiple sanctions imposed by the United States or many other countries directly and indirectly, like India is having a kind of fear to go for a trade with Iran, keeping a future in mind and the relations with the United States. So I think that due to these sanctions and many other reasons, and because the decline in a trade, the Iranian trade, the present, the Iranian population is facing a great unrest, not only the unrest, but facing due to the decline in the economy, the Iranian population is facing lots of problems. And that's why there is a great unrest in the Iranian people, between the Iranian people. So I suppose the present threat will only provoke them to go against the government. The present government is a semi-feudal and a semi-monarch government, the Islamic style of government. And the Iranian people, they want change in present regime, but not in as what the United States is willing to change the government. The Iranian people is fed up with the present government, about the fed up with their economic and foreign policies. So that's why they want to change, and they are ready to sacrifice. They are the people. They're doing sacrifice from many 2 to 3 decades, but still there is no result. So the Khamenei is still having a good hold on the Iranian Revolutionary Guard force and many others. So I suppose the situation, the present situation will go on, and let's see that what happens in the coming days. Probably there might be a kind of unrest, and maybe the regime change, and the U.S. forces may enter in Iran if the things will be changed in the coming days. Over to you, Vaishali.
All right. Now, Ambassador Gauri Shankar Gupta, I want to ask you that, President Trump has said that a U.S. naval armada is heading towards the Gulf. Now, from a diplomatic standpoint, how dangerous is this kind of public signaling on both sides?
I think the U.S. wants to build very, considerable pressure on Iran to agree to some kind of, denuclearization so that the sanctions could be, removed slowly. So it is a pressure tactic, and also they might target some specific individuals, who are part of the repressive regime. So these are the two things which I foresee from this armada. But basically, I don't feel that the U.S. would like to send troops inside Iran. They may use air power to target certain individuals, and they might build such a pressure that the population gets again agitated and starts, coming for an agitation on the street, because the economic situation will become worsened, and that pressure will work on the regime to come to its knees and negotiate with the United States an agreement which U.S. wants. They want them to denuclearize. They want them to, diminish their missile program, and they want them to reduce restrictions on women and the movement of people. So I think these are the things which U.S. would like to work, and that, in my view, is the aim of this armada, to build pressure and to force Iran to come to the negotiating table.
All right, Ambassador Gauri Shankar Gupta and Mr. Arvind Singh Tejawat, I'd like to thank you both for joining me on the broadcast and for your time on News.